107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B.
Let's talk about TV. TV. You preference film over TV? Because I know Hollywood has definitely an obstacle that a lot of brothers, a lot of African Americans have a hard time ascertaining roles in Hollywood on a regular basis. If we look at your body of work, one would say that you haven't had a hard time because you have over 30 films that you've done,
right.
and it's growing.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at it as a business first and foremost, and really, if you look at most of the films I do now, they're self-generated. I'm really not doing a lot that you just kind of get cast in. I'm producing these things, like Blood and Bone, Black Dynamite, Falcon Rising. I'm producing these things. It is hard for a black man in this business if you're not mindful of the business part of it and generating it yourself, knowing your worth, and going at it that way. Because there's a lot that I learned early on. And you know what? You remember Timac, right?
Oh yeah.
His situation taught me a lot.
How so?
Well, when Timac came out in Last Dragon, I said, man, he's going to be a fixture for a long time. I could not understand how in the world they didn't embrace him, the Hollywood machine, when they were giving any mediocre martial artist who was white
a chance.
A chance. They would give the people getting 3 and 4 movie contracts and everything else, and I'm like, wait a minute, Timac has had a successful movie far better than those other ones.
Right.
Good-looking cat.
Yep.
Do martial arts. Already has a successful movie and a major fan base. And how in the world would they not give him his own? I mean, how would they not embrace that? When that happened, and years went by, I was like, there's no way I'm going to go into this without understanding and taking charge of what my worth is in the marketplace. And so from day one, I was learning about producing and directing and writing. And I mean, that's really, I wrote and produced something, and the director of the Tyson movie saw that, and also the director of the producer of Spawn saw it, and they said, this guy knows what he's doing. And I mean, that changed my whole life because I was already doing these things when nobody knew me.
So as opposed to sitting and waiting for opportunity to come your way, you created opportunity for yourself.
Absolutely. I encourage everybody who's trying to be in this business to self-generate, to create things, because I mean, I got there's agendas, man. I'm telling you, growing up, I saw a lot of really powerful images when I was younger.
Sure.
We saw them.
Yeah.
Fred Williamson, Jim Brown, all that. And then, you had female powerful images as well.
Yep.
Pam Grier,
Wow,
Tamla Dobson. Have you seen a female
Nope.
anywhere
not
near Pam Grier since then?
No, not to that magnitude, by no means.
I don't even think half that magnitude. Really.
Right, not in action.
And so how has there never been another action, female? How come there's never been any more Jim Browns, Fred Williamsons, and all that type of stuff? This is one of the reasons I even wrote Black Dynamite.
Wow.
One level is the parody, but it was a loving homage to it because it was just unmistakably black and powerful and non-castrated.
Yeah.
And, I wanted to put that image out and, have something that kind of worked on a visceral and every other kind of level. And so this is one of these things where it's not embraced. It's like our image, if it's controlled by other people, is not going to be strong.
No, it's not.
It's going to be the guy you pat on the head, or the guy who's running for his freedom, and pretty much those roles that people are comfortable with us in.
Well, you must have a high admiration for Tyler Perry then.
Oh, absolutely.
Because of what he's doing and what he's done and what he's created. And I'm sure Hollywood is really confused on the magnitude of success that he always seems to accomplish.
Well, yeah. I mean, he knows his audience. I mean, I'm trying to do the very same thing
Right.
in an action world.
Exactly.
You know,
That's perfect.
and I know a worldwide action audience, and I'm speaking to them.
Wow. Well, you're definitely speaking strongly, brother. And, we need more of that. And just as much as we need more of us to tell our own stories.
Right.
And that's gotten away from us a lot, too. We kind of stray away from some of those stories. I mean, shout out to George Lucas, who found it, within his heart to come out with Red Tails, talking about the Tuskegee Airmen. But it would have been greater. It would have been greater if we had our brother definitely get into hones. Now I understand, so there's certain doors that other people can get it in quicker than you.
Well, I mean,
that helps.
But still, you got to have something that everybody's interested in seeing.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
This
really.
is true. No, this is true.
If folks feel like they've seen this movie before, they're not coming.
Even if the lineup is high.
Yeah,
because it was out before.
Well, dude, Color Purple didn't do well. People don't remember that. Amistad didn't do well. Because there's certain things where some people don't want to be reminded about, and is
it us though, or is it?
It's both. I mean, it's both because we don't want to feel little. A lot of people don't want to feel like that anymore. We want to feel empowered. Why did the Blaxploitation movement work so well with all these Shaft and Superfly and all that type of stuff? Because we were empowered, and those are the movies where we went in droves. Those movies saved Hollywood, actually.